Marvel Snap can be very easy to pick up and play, but it can be hard to master. I know I myself made plenty of mistakes both early and often, and it took a lot of playtime for me to learn the most common mistakes that I was constantly making. Between game mechanics, card interactions, there are so many things that can go wrong, and the purpose of today's video is that you guys learn from my mistakes and don't make the same ones to give you guys the best shot in playing Marvel Snap. So here we go. Let's jump into the biggest mistakes that you would want to avoid. So for mistake number 1, this is something that I wish somebody told me when I first started playing Marvel Snap, and that is do not keep playing the same cards over and over, especially if you are just starting out. Now, yes, there is something to be said about repetition and learning the different cards in the game, but there are a lot of pros to playing different cards within your deck. Now, yes, you might want to keep your main offenders like Odin or White Tiger, the ones that really hold down the deck like American Chavez, but on the other side, you want to play as many common cards as possible to build up the collection level the easiest. You guys, it takes a lot more collection resources to upgrade cards that have been being played and upgraded. You want to upgrade your common cards to climb up the collection level, and as an extra bonus, you're going to learn little card interactions and combos by playing multiple decks and multiple cards and upgrading them all along the way, unlocking brand new ones. For mistake number 2, it's all about playing locations wrong. One of the best parts about Snap are the different cards, but also the various amount of locations that are RNG into every game that you play. Now, it's super easy to play locations wrong. I see it all the time. Subterranea, Superflow. Playing these locations early are only going to hurt you, so you want to make sure and lock in exactly what a location does. There are also little traps that you can fall into early, like X-Men Mansion or Grand Central, that play cards for you, but you've already laid out 4 different cards, and well, you're missing out on free energy. So there's a lot of little interactions between the locations. Make sure you know what you're doing. Like if you see Mojo World and you guys are both tying one location, you have to win Mojo World to win that draw. Pay attention to the little things and pay attention to the locations. In time, you'll learn these locations, but these are the little things that you want to watch out for. All right, guys, for mistake number 3, I'm probably going to have a whole video geared towards this. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to Cozy Snap today for daily Marvel Snap content. But this is going to be all about card mistakes. So the more you play the game, you're going to realize there are a lot of little interactions or combos that are going to go a little bit differently than you originally planned. Now, some of the most common are playing things like Green Goblin or Hobgoblin on Kamar-Taj to send the Goblin over to the enemy, only to have him come right back to you. Or my personal favorite, we've all been there. You've got Iron Man. You're ready to double up a location, but that location has a negative number. Unfortunately, -2 does not equal going up to 2. It goes down to -4. So you want to watch out for playing one of the most popular cards in the game in Iron Man and playing him in negative locations. It's just about knowing the little things like playing Jubilee on Death Domain. You're going to lose Jubilee, but you'll get the card and that won't get destroyed that she plays. There's a lot of small interactions, and again, I'm going to make a full video just on this subject. Mistake number 4 is probably one of the hardest ones to break and a hard one to master, but it's about snapping and leaving and giving up too early. Guys, when you first start playing, you're going to go against some bots and you're going to feel great. You want to snap against every single bot. However, when you start playing harder people, it's going to get a whole lot harder to win those cubes back, and you're going to start really facing the consequences of snapping too early. Learning when to retreat or when to snap and double down is one of the most key important mistakes that you can learn to grow in the ranks in Marvel Snap. Climbing up to Infinite is all about knowing when to retreat, or better yet, how do you get your opponent to offer up as many cubes as possible? It's like poker, guys. If you have pocket aces, you don't go all in unless you're Michael Scott on the first hand.
All in.
You want to let your enemy or your opponent put some chips in there as well, so you have something to win. And on the other side of the coin, don't give up too early. Yes, maybe you made a huge misplay, but there are so many games that I came back and won. If the opponent's not snapping and you haven't snapped, you have nothing to lose until the last turn. And for our last mistake, guys, this is pretty common, but it's easy to fall into, and that is do not buy these fast upgrade packs, guys. It's going to be tempting, but this game is all about a little bit of resource management and upping your collection level. Y'all, you're going to go ahead and get these upgrades for free just by playing the game, and you don't need to use extra credits to get that card up there. Now, every now and then I have fallen into the trap and I've gotten my favorite card here and I have upgraded it, or I'm right there to unlocking a new card and just need an extra boost. But I could simply just play more games, get better at the game, and you're going to get those upgrades naturally. I see a lot of people fall into this. Quite simply, guys, just play more Snap. So there you have it. Those are all of the biggest, most common mistakes that I was making in my early days of Marvel Snap. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video. And if I didn't cover it, comment down below, teach the community what is a mistake that you want others to avoid. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe down below for more daily Marvel Snap content, or catch me live on Twitch where I'm a partner there. We stream Snap all of the time. And until next time, happy snapping.